Thank you for stopping by my kitchen again. You are very, very welcome as always. Today I've been making this traditional banana bread. Absolutely beautiful and absolutely delicious. Everyone knows what banana bread is, so I really don't need to explain it to you, but it is best served with a little bit of butter on top. Let's get on with showing you how I made it. The first thing to do when making the banana bread is to prepare the tin. Before I grease the tin, I make a little foil thing, just pop the foil over the top to make it kind of the same size and shape as the tin, because when the banana bread's in the oven, it will need foil for the last 20 minutes of cooking, okay? To stop it getting too brown on the top. So we'll put that aside. And this is a 9-inch tin and I've just greased and lined it. I haven't done it on camera again because I don't want to bore you all doing it every time on camera. If you want to know how to do it, in my lemon drizzle video, I will leave a description down below or somewhere. At the end of the video, I think it'd be nice, then you can go and watch that one next. I will show you how to actually line this tin ready, okay? So the first thing we need to do is mash our bananas. I have 2 large bananas here, but 3 small or 2 large is fine. But they do have to be very, very ripe. It's quite yucky, really. They need to be that way, otherwise they won't mush up as they should do. I have seen some YouTube clips where if your bananas aren't ripe enough, you can put them in the oven for about 10 minutes. And they'll blacken completely on the edges, but they'll be nice and mushy for mushing up for the recipe. Mushing, I can't think of another word. So just cut these up in a bowl. Then we'll add to this bananas 1 tablespoon of golden syrup, and then just mush them with a fork. How well you mush them is up to you. I do like them nice and liquid, nice and finely done. But if you like bigger bits of banana, just do them roughly. This does take a little time because you have to get each individual one smashed against the sides of the bowl. So once that's done, we just need to crack an egg in there and mix that round. Then once that's done, set that aside and we'll get on with creaming the butter and the sugar together. So at this stage we need to put our oven on. That's 170 degrees centigrade if you've got a fan oven, or 180 if it's just an ordinary electric oven, or 350 degrees if you're Fahrenheit. And now we need to get on with creaming the sugar. So into my bowl I'm going to put 2 ounces of butter, and that is 2 ounces is 50 grams, and we'll just cream that. Then I'm going to put in 4 ounces or 100 grams of caster sugar, and we'll add this about half and half. And now the second half goes in. Into this creamed butter and sugar, we're going to gradually add the egg and banana mixture. And after a little scrape around the sides, we'll add the remaining egg and banana. So in this bowl I have 8 ounces or 225 grams of self-raising flour, and I've just got half a teaspoon that I'm going to add to that. That's half a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to alternatively add the flour, and in this little jug here I have 3 tablespoons of milk, so that will be added as we add the flour. So probably about 1 tablespoon at a time, roughly, and fold that in before we add the rest. And the last flour and the last of the milk. And fold that in until it's completely combined, making sure, as always, that you've got all the flour that's at the bottom of the bowl all mixed into the mixture, because we don't want to find, as we're putting the cake batter into the tin, that there's a great big lump there off of my spoon, that there's lumps of flour that's unmixed with the rest of the ingredients. There, perfect. So we just put all the cake mixture into the prepared tin. Making sure that you scrape every last bit out the bowl and just spread that out evenly. And that will go into the oven now to bake for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. But when we get to the last 20 minutes of cooking, check the top. It will probably be getting a little bit too brown, so that's when we'll put the foil over. But I'll come back when we get to the last 20 minutes of cooking and we'll see. So we're getting towards the last 20 minutes of cooking, and I can see in the oven that it's getting a bit too brown, so I'm going to get it out and put this on. You can see on the edges, on the top there, it's getting a little too brown, so we'll just pop that over the top, and that'll save it getting any more brown. Pop it back in the oven very quickly. This is why I'm going in the oven first. So that bit needs to be done quickly. That's why you need to get the foil ready beforehand. Get the cake out the oven, put the foil on the top, put it back in the oven very quickly. And I'll be taking that foil off 5 minutes before the end of cooking, so it crispens up a little. That's the banana bread done. Let's get it out of the oven. Look at that. Delicious. And that will need to stay in the tin to cool for about half an hour before putting it on the wire rack. Once on the wire rack, leave to cool totally. This banana bread is best served spread with butter, and as always, all the ingredients are in the description. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you again next week.